Welcome back to day 999,000 of fixing my salvage title Miata. As you may have heard in the last video, the engine bay is getting really hot and the car shut off on me a couple times the other day, so we're going to see if we can figure that out. Second things first, I'm going to take off all these coil pack plugs. Just be nice and gentle with them. Unplug these two plugs on the back of the coil packs. 1 and 2. Now normally these coil packs have 3 bolts holding them in, mine only have 2, so I'm going to take off the two 12mm bolts at the top of the coil pack. Go ahead and wiggle your coil packs out. Oh, there we go, got them out. Now that we have the coil packs out of the engine bay, you can see there's a couple screws on the top and the bottom. We're going to go ahead and take those out and remove the coil packs from this bracket because obviously we don't need to heat wrap the bracket. I want to make sure the coil packs have as much coverage from the heat tape as possible. Now that I have my 2 coil packs removed from the bracket, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe them down real quick so the tape has a better surface to stick to instead of all this oil. Now that I have these wiped off, I'm going to use my fancy DEI cool tape to kind of go around the perimeter of these, and make sure you get the DEI one or like an equivalent brand. DEI is the best one that I know of. That way you're not just making your engine bay look ugly for no reason. This stuff actually does something as opposed to like the $3 rolls of heat tape you can get on Amazon. Okay, here is my new Space Cadet coil packs. They're all taped up. Heat tape is obviously not the most pretty thing in the world, but I tried to get them as nice as possible. And they're on the back of the engine, so I don't think it matters that much. What do you guys think of my heat tape job? I also got the bottoms a little bit on the potting. I think they look all right, and I think it'll at least work, so that's exciting. Those can now go back on the bracket and be put back on the back of the head. But before I do that, I'm going to work on the intake box. I wiped down the outside of the box. I'm gonna walk inside and heat tape it. Okay, now I have the intake box wrapped. It was a lot harder to get to look nice just because there's so much surface area, but everything's covered for the most part, so I'm pretty happy with it. Intake box is back on, and the coil packs are back in their bracket. I'm gonna go ahead and change the coolant temp sensor real quick, which is right back here. I lied, I'm not replacing the coolant temperature sensor because Amazon sent me the wrong one. They sent me one for a Dodge Challenger, which I don't think this is. Since I couldn't install those, I just put everything back together how it is, and everything's back together. The car is in theory ready to drive. I don't know if that fixed the issue. I guess I'll update you guys in a later video. So thank you for watching. Come back next time.